Welcome to this morning club meet. Today, once again, I'm here to share something very interesting. So today is Wednesday. Actually, last week when I came to the Project 1K, I shared about a few points. I think you people may remember that. If you don't remember, let me recall a few of those points. I think most of you remember that we spoke about the way how leaders should look at the business. It's like, for example, there are many pitfalls in this business which we need to avoid in order to become successful. So there are few areas as a leader what I need to do and what I need to avoid. So that is what I think I spoke last time. So today, once again, I'm going to discuss more on the same subject with a few more other points to be discussed with you. So are you all ready? If you're all ready, come to the chat box and give me some kind of a response. Let me know how you are feeling, right? If you're feeling very comfortable, very happy, very excited, I want to see those reactions of yours. Come on, go ahead and give me some information about how you're feeling so that I can understand. Yes. Yes, okay, I can see people are excited. Now Preet Singh Gill is saying we are excited. Okay, beautiful. So let the chat box, let the text in the chat box keep pouring in just like that. Lovely energy, guys. Okay, good morning. Thank you. Thank you. I think people, those are wishing me good morning, I'm wishing them back. I can't wish all of you, but of course, yes. Okay. Somebody saying I'm ready, I'm excited. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let it keep flowing on one side. Okay. So when we come into direct selling, especially this industry is such a fantastic industry. I would say that I have dedicated my life for this business. And when I see people from different walks of life coming into this industry, people come from a teaching profession, somebody comes from is a chartered accountant, somebody is a professional in some other industry, somebody comes from the pharma industry, hotel industry, somebody is just a student. So people come from different walks of life into this business. And when I meet them, so one thing I understand is that when people come into this industry, in order to plug into the system of this industry, especially when let's talk about three simple steps, to become successful, the laws of success. The first thing is you should know what to do. Second one is you should know how to do. And the third step says stay in the course till you reach your destiny. So these three fundas are there in order to become successful in any industry, the laws of success. Okay, what to do, how to do, and stay in the course till you finish your journey or till you reach your destiny. So we are very clear that, okay, we have selected IndusViva, what to do and how to do IndusViva. Again and again, I'm asking the same question. The answer is again the same thing. What to do is IndusViva, how to do is VibrantViva. What to do is IndusViva, how to do is VibrantViva. So we need to be very, very clear about this. Laws of success. And third point is, third point, you must stay in course till you reach your destiny. That's the core of it. Okay. And I know Madam was telling about the pins. I'm showing about my pin from Ruby up to, what do you call the Royal Black. And then two more levels are there, Imperial and Crown. Of course, that is how we are all planning to go ahead. We have 412 people and the numbers are keep on increasing. Fantastic, guys. Those who just joined us, welcome on.
I hope there is some network issue, sir. So very beautiful 3 laws to get the success. We are going to listen. I know digitally and technically we are learning lots of things, but background, in the background, whatever the technical issues are coming, we can't help in that. And it happens with many number of people. So it's quite a usual thing for all of us now.
Yes, absolutely, madam. Thank you for that, filling the gap of my disconnection. I don't know, I got dropped out of this meeting and I had to come back. Sorry, guys, about that. Yes, my voice is clear, Sonia,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. So I was telling you about people coming into this industry from different background, from maybe different background. Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now, okay, so when people come from different walks of life, maybe from a hospitality industry, somebody's coming from insurance, somebody's coming from a teaching profession, somebody's an advocate like our CEO, Advocate Abhilash Thomas, somebody is a practicing advocate, right? And somebody is probably coming from the corporate world. So when people come from different walks of life to this business, the first thing is, one mistake which many people do, and they lose a lot of time, energy, effort once they come into this business, which I have observed, which I've come to see, is that they carry their experience of that industry or that background into this industry. For example, let me give you one classic example which has happened with me. How many of you know the profession of, digital printing? How many of you heard of this? Digital printing? I think most of us will connect with that. Okay. So many years ago, I sponsored one guy who belonged to the printing, industry. I would say probably he's basically into digital printing. Okay. Printing business cards, printing flex, and printing different kinds of wedding invitations and things. Basically, all sorts of printing. He is basically, I would use the
It's quite an interesting subject which sir is taking, that the major pitfall we are used to have.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, your voice is coming. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, madam. I think there was a little switch over from the broadband of one to another one. I just think so. That's the reason there was a drop in the voice. Okay. So now it's okay, no, madam? Sonia, madam?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Perfectly fine.
Thank you for that. Thanks, guys, for bearing with me. The internet connection is behaving very different today. Sorry for that. But anyway, so when I brought a person, when I sponsored somebody in this business, and he is coming from a background of, let's say, printing, and he was actually, and what happened, I started discussing with this guy and started building the business. So about 1 or 2 months passed and nothing much happened. And he was like in the initial days. And I went and sat down in his office one day. I said, okay, let's have a discussion. What's happening in your business? So, and then he reveals to me, very surprising thing. What is the surprising thing is that he had printed about 2,000, posters, and he started kind of, the brochure and posters and things like that, in which it was, invest 24,800 and earn weekly 2.5 lakh rupees. And he started circulating that in his area, in his surrounding. So what happened is, he was also planning to print another 5,000 such brochures and paste it on the wall and, the bus and, all the public areas, so that people can easily come and join in his business or start, getting enrolled with him in his business. So this is how actually he lost the career opportunity of becoming a diamond in this business. So the learning in every time, in every story, of course, whenever I tell some story or an illustration, there should be a learning behind that. So the learning is, when we come into direct selling industry, we need to understand that we are not professionals here. We are not learned anything, and we should be ready to learn whatever is needed in this industry to become successful. And one of the pitfalls which I was talking about is that people fail to adapt to the system, what is supposed to be learned in this industry. So what to do and how to do. So these two things are very, very important, and people come into this business, and one of the reasons why they fall, why they fail, or probably the pitfall which they don't know to be avoided, is the pitfall of applying their knowledge into this. As an advocate, my profession is different. As a direct seller, my profession is different. I'm not in the same profession. As a teacher, for example, when I'm teaching in a college, as I'm a professor, I'm a lecturer. So my profession of being a lecturer is different, and being a direct seller is different. My roles are different. The industry is different. The dynamics are different. And the education, what we need to have for this industry is different. And most people, they come into the business, they take this business in a very, very casual manner. I told you, when I met Abhilashji in the year 2014, and he actually presented this business to me, I was very clear that this industry is going to be, this is going to be my future. And what I started doing is that, I think this is what actually even Sonia ma'am was talking about. I carry this always wherever I go. I think, yeah. So what is this basically? Reason I show this is that I am very clear about what is my path. So I keep showing this in order to make sure I motivate you, because at the end of this project 1K, after IndusViva's 1000 diamonds are there, all of you should have a collection like this, moving from ruby to pearl, pearl to emerald, emerald to sapphire, sapphire to diamond, diamond to blue diamond, blue diamond to purple diamond, purple to white, white to black, and black to royal, and royal to imperial, imperial to crown. So this is our path. These are, these are all our medals, or I would say this is our jewelry collection, right? So in order to have this, we need to avoid the pitfalls. Because when I came into this industry, initially, I was actually, I also didn't know what exactly is the right thing to do and what are the do's and don'ts, especially when people come into this business as leaders. Because my mentor Abhilashji always tells me, don't build your business, build your leaders, and they will build your business. So this is all about building leadership. Multi-level marketing is nothing but building multi-level leadership. So what do you mean by building leadership? It's nothing but reaching out to people with the right education system. The very first thing, in order to transform, in order to elevate a person, empower a person, is to provide the right education. So today, here I am to give you a very important part of building leadership in your organization. Whenever somebody signs up in the business, let's say I sign up Sonia madam. Sonia madam is sponsored in the business, and she's coming to this business. And most of the times people, when they come into this business, they're super excited. Wow, I want to be a millionaire. मैं करोड़पति बनना चाहता हूं, मैं करोड़ों में कमाना चाहता हूं, मैं लखपति बनना चाहता हूं, मैं मर्सिडीज लेना चाहूंगा, BMW, Audi, Jaguar. So people are very excited. And yes, of course, this is one business which is heart to heart. We get connected to the heart. We feel so excited. We feel so emotional. Yes, you should have a lot of emotions, but never allow your emotional approach in order to spoil your professional growth. So I'm not telling that you guys are like that. I know you people are super smart. That is the reason early morning, 6 a.m., all of you are here in Project 1K's morning club meet and writing down, taking down notes. More than anything, you are ready sitting in front of this, computer and listening to somebody like me coming and talking about success, about your growth, about your future and everything. I really love your commitment. But let me tell you, direct selling is not about I. It's not about me. It's about we. It's about team. It's about the people. So, as a leader, who is a leader? A leader is somebody who moves from emotional to professional, who moves from self-centric to team-centric, self-oriented to people-oriented. Even IndusViva, we say it is people's company because our company is our chairman, such a fantastic statement he made. I believe we all need to salute our chairman. He says, in one of our DAC meetings, he said, my dear DAC members, dear leaders, the factory, the building, the IndusViva tower, and all the infrastructure, the machinery, those are not the assets of IndusViva. The people of this company, the distributors who actively, dedicatedly engage in building direct selling through IndusViva, they are the assets of this company. Such a fantastic company, my dear friends. The only company in India in the direct selling arena to be called as, to be distributor centric. So we are very blessed to be a part of IndusViva, because that is one more reason. Project 1K is nothing but creating 1,000 people as executive diamond. So my dear friends, in this journey, when the company is distributor centric, when the company is people oriented, we also need to align our vision accordingly. So now onwards, I'm telling you, all of you are fantastic leaders. You are great. You have reached a level of star 1000 and above. It's a fantastic thing. But only thing I will tell you, you can never go to the next level if you cannot elevate more people to this current level of yours. So as my mentor always says to me, which is my guru mantra, that is build your leaders and they will build your business. So what that basically means is that you should behave to your team like mama and papa. You have to behave like the parent of your team. Your team members should be considered like your own children. You need to show the care of mother, the warmth of a mother. We had Mother's Day 2 days ago, right? You need to take care of your team members like a mother sometimes, and like a father, you need to protect your team sometimes. So what you need to do is basically you need to groom your team members to be independent, to move from emotional to professional. Many a times you will go and meet your team members. They are like super excited. Yes, sir, I'm going to, do this. I'm going to achieve this. I'm going to do that. Yes, what you need to do as a very good parent is that you need to call him and say, okay, Mr. Abdul, I'm really happy. आपके अंदर जो जोश है, उसे देखकर मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है. But Abdul, this is the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Our team members will do lots of mistakes because most of the time they burn out their social circle. They lose their most important and close contacts by approaching the people in the wrong way, talking about the business in a wrong way. It's not very simple. Sonia madam, आप बिजनेस में आ जाइए, आपको कुछ भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है, सब कुछ हम संभाल लेंगे. आप सिर्फ घर पे बैठना और बस आपके 4-5 लोगों का कांटेक्ट देना, बाकी सब कुछ मैं कर लूंगा. सोनिया मैडम, आपको डायमंड मैं बनाऊंगा. अच्छा, सोनिया मैडम पूछ रहे हैं जी आपका रैंक क्या है? आई एम ए स्टार 300. अच्छा, यू आर ए स्टार 300 एंड यू वांट टू मेक सोनिया मैडम डायमंड. Wow, you are the most motivated person on the planet. So, my dear friends, as leaders, let us understand this immaturity in our team, this loophole, or I would say the pitfall. The right word is pitfall, where people are emotional. Of course, we should not tell them not to have enthusiasm. बेटा तेरा enthusiasm बढ़िया है, आपके अंदर enthusiasm होना चाहिए. You must have the enthusiasm, because enthu means, in the Latin word, God in us, the divinity in us. So when there is enthusiasm, there is a lot of energy. Enthusiasm होना चाहिए, emotions भी होना चाहिए, लेकिन emotional होना नहीं चाहिए. So guiding the team members at the right time, in the right direction, is one of the key role as a leader of each one of us. We have almost 512 people here, all my lovely Project 1K Viva family members. I'm damn excited to meet all of you in the Star Summit. How many of you are coming to Star Summit? Wow, 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 wow. Very good, very good. Come down. And still, if somebody still wants to come, जो भी यहाँ पर है, मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा, you can still request your uplines and tell them, sir, I forgot, actually, I'm supposed to be in Star Summit, and you can definitely make it. If you can come to Star Summit, you will really, really love the experience. If you're not coming to Star Summit, you're missing something. You're missing something. So if you're a qualifier, if you're already qualified for Star Summit, you make sure you're there with your co-applicant, because this is one such program where we refine our leadership. We refine our leadership. We define our vision. We get more crystal clear vision about what is my journey in this industry, because direct selling is going through a lot of change. And let me tell you, at IndusViva, we are always one step ahead in order to build a new league of leadership. And let me tell you, in the coming years, because in the past 8-9 years, IndusViva has proven what it is, what is the leadership of IndusViva. But let me tell you, more than the past 7-8 years, I'm damn excited of the next 10 years. The next 10 years of IndusViva, the next 10 years of Indian direct selling is going to be a superb explosion of like a nuclear fusion. It's like the atomic bomb. It's going to blast. And as the report of FICCI and E&Y says, India is going to see a huge revolution in the direct selling, and the wellness industry is going to be on a boom. And with IndusViva's world-class products, we are going to make a fortune in IndusViva. So believe in this 100%. I know you guys have a strong belief. At the same time, making sure that you are going in the right direction, because leadership ki 2 steps hoti hai. There are simple 2 steps in leadership. Keep this as your thumb rule in your direct selling journey. The first thing, when I travel in Indigo, they make an announcement. Last night, I landed in Bangalore at 1:30. I was in Bangalore for a 2 days training program. I reached Bangalore last night, 1:30. I landed in Indigo. I reached home at 3 o'clock. I just slept for 2 hours and I got up. I got ready. I'm back here because I'm damn excited to meet my Project 1K family, my Viva family. So in Indigo, they always make a fantastic announcement, which I love to share here. That is, again, the leadership principle which you need to keep as a thumb rule. दूसरों की सहायता करने से पहले अपने आप के नकाब सही तरीके से पहन लीजिए, which means that make sure, in case of an emergency, if you have to wear the oxygen mask, before assisting others, make sure you wear the oxygen mask in the right way, properly. Once you wear the oxygen mask properly, you will be able to breathe. And that is when you will be able to assist others. Otherwise, in the urgency of assisting others, if you don't wear the oxygen mask, you may collapse. You may not be able to breathe properly. So that is just an announcement in Indigo. Remember this dialogue always. दूसरों की सहायता करने से पहले अपने आप के नकाब सही तरीके से पहन लीजिए. So in direct selling industry, always the first step of leadership is lead yourself. Okay, before I go and educate somebody about becoming emotional to professional, I should not be an emotional fool, or I should not be a guy who is always doing the business emotionally instead of doing it professionally. So first thing, leadership ka step number one, lead yourself always and always. First thing, apply it on yourself. If you're reading a book and the book is fantastic, apply those learnings on yourself first. Then, when you have the theory through the book, when you apply it in your life, in your business, you have the theory on one hand, you practically apply it, and you have the knowledge. So, who is a master? Master is somebody who has a mastery over the subject. And how do you get the mastery? You have the theoretical knowledge, you have the practical knowledge, and both combined together, you become a master and you are able to teach it to other people. So, दूसरों की सहायता करने से पहले अपने आप के नकाब सही तरीके से पहन लीजिए. So, always lead yourself first. Educate yourself first. Empower yourself first. Because the legend Jim Rohn, one of the big names in the world's global direct selling industry, Jim Rohn, he says, your business or your earning, your profit in your direct selling business cannot supersede your personality, which means that whatever level you are elevating your own self, your own leadership, your profit is going to be at par with that. So if your profit is 10,000 rupees weekly from this direct selling business, your leadership is 10,000 rupees level. If your profit is 1 lakh rupees in a week, which means that you have a fantastic leadership of 1 lakh rupees. If your profit is, let's say 2.5 lakh weekly, then your leadership is 2.5 lakh weekly. Now, many people are very curious, sir, what is your income in the last week? My income in the last week is around 11 lakh rupees from this business. Okay. Okay. I hope many people got more excited and kicked by listening to that. So, because yesterday, not yesterday, I think day before yesterday, the income was credited to my account. So it's about 11 lakh plus that week's income, 431, week number 430, right? Okay. So, my point is, lead yourself first. And after that, the second step, the thumb rule, always remember, lead yourself first. That's the first step. The second step is lead others. So as leaders, one of the crucial area and time where we need to lead our team in the right direction is when somebody is new to the business. When somebody is new to the business, go to their home with your co-applicant. If you're married, a married couple is coming into your business, go to their home, have a, tea, discussion, chai pe charcha. Otherwise, you go and have coffee and do coffee pe kharcha. You do chai pe charcha or coffee pe kharcha, no problem. But make sure half an hour to 1 hour, you have a discussion with them and teach them what are the do's and don'ts. And let me give you a hint before we go. It's already 6:30. Most of the times, in the beginning days, if people are corrected and given the right direction, they will go ahead and become amazing leaders in your business. So the most important thing is the foundation. And let me give you a hint, as I told you, more than the do's in direct selling, remember, in the beginning, you should tell the don'ts in direct selling. Okay, so if you are a leader, one major activity of yours, Uma Maheshwaran Rao is here, Mr. Abdul Kafoor is here, we have Mr. Gayatri Manikantan here, we have Deepti Beda Madam, Deepak Dahalji, and all you wonderful 515 plus people. Every week, take a little time, digitally or physically, to meet the new people in your organization, because they are the roots of your network expansion, and they are the roots, and you need to give the nutrition to the roots, because if your roots are strong, the fruits are going to be tasty. If the roots are strong, the fruits are going to be fantastic. So your roots are the new people who come into your business. Go there, talk to them, empower them, give them the right direction, give them the right counseling, give them the right, planning. so that the new people in your organization are given the right direction. Because as an eagle, as a leader, when the eagle is flying from one mountain to another mountain, the eagle has got a vision so powerful to identify even the smallest movement of some small creatures like a bird or a chicken in the forest or in between the village. The eagle is able to see that. So the eagle comes down flying and picks up that prey. Similarly, as a leader in a positive sense, when you go and meet your bottom line people, that's where the energy is there. That's where the resource is there. That's where the roots are there. If you can go there and identify the leadership, your organization's level of leadership is going to be deeper and deeper and deeper. So the bottom gets stronger, the roots are stronger, the foundation is stronger, and the organization gets more and more stronger with strong leadership at the bottom level. Okay, so I think today's input was helpful for all my fantastic Viva family. So I really request the host today to give one chance by unmuting everybody. So in one word, you have to say how you're feeling. If you feel excited, you can say I'm excited, or you can say I'm feeling fantastic. So host, kindly unmute everybody just for.
I'm excited.
Excited, sir.
Excited, sir.
Excited, sir.
Excited, sir. I'm excited, sir.
Great.
Fantastic, sir.
To Soumya Kaushik.
Nice.
Soumya Kaushik,
Thank you so
Soumya
much,
Kaushik,
Prem sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excited.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much,
Sir, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Nandri, somebody saying Chala, thank you, Chala, happy, right? All of you, thank you. Nandri, Vanakkam, Sat Sri Akal, thank you.